All right, guys, in case you are still here, my apologies for what happened. It looks like the internet went out, which signed us all out of Zoom. So I'm going to do like a super fast paced restart to the lesson and go from there. If you are still here. Again, otherwise it will be posted for everybody else at a later time. And I will give bonus to those who are here right now. So thank you to Isaac and Sanaya for staying around. And we just had a drill. So the fire drill, we had, it may have kind of just interrupted what we had going. But real quick, let me do like a 1 minute go blue, because I am recording this for other students, and the previous session got logged off, so I didn't get that recorded. Our questions included, number one, what are the 4 ways scientists study climate? What does each help us analyze? And then 2, what hemisphere is the climatogram on the right from? Okay. Our answers included the graph on the right, because the middle months were cold, we're going to be the southern hemisphere. And then our 4 examples are ice core samples. They have gases from past environments, seafloor sediment, that shows us the past sea levels, fossils, again, shows us the past environment and the organisms. So we can see if we have a fish fossil somewhere in the desert, there was once water there. And then tree rings shows us the weather from many years past, shows us the weather. Okay. Let's take a look now, go back to where we were at with the meteor stuff on page 15. Okay. All I want you to do is write what was in red. Again, when it makes impact, it's going to cause a ton of damage in the immediate area. But then in the surrounding areas, it's going to have smoke and ash and debris blocking the sun as well. So they believe when this hit for the dinosaurs, that this is also what potentially caused the ice age. So when my in-person students are ready, I'm going to play a clip that's going to simulate the different sizes of asteroids and how those can impact the different damage that can cause to the planet. And then Angel, did you?
Yeah, I have that one.
Okay, good. So let's go ahead and check this out. It's a pretty interesting video. No questions with it, but it is interesting to think about, something we should all be concerned with at the very least, right? Okay, I'm gonna start off right here where it says meteorites are smaller than asteroids, but just so you guys know, most asteroids are smaller than the size of a car, and they burn up in the atmosphere. Let's check the rest of this out. Pretty cool, you know. Okay, so just a little glimpse of that there. What I want you guys to do now, let's go ahead. We're going to set up, go to page 17, and we're going to set up page 17 like this. Okay. And let me go ahead and show you this Angel as well. So you're going to make a bunch of different columns. The first column is going to be, so it's right here. Okay. So we have four categories. Okay. The title is called Human Caused Climate Change. We're only going to do two today. Okay. Your first category is going to be waste. And then you're going to have two columns. One is going to say problem. The other one's going to say solution. Okay. So again, we have our categories with our problems and solution. There's 4 total categories. Waste, I have a recycle sign. It's on page 17. Power and industry is the next one. That's a little light bulb. Problem and solution. Okay. Deforestation, problem and solution. That's a drawing of a tree. And then lastly, transportation. That's a drawing of a car. What I'm going to do, if you guys want to take a picture of this, I'm going to leave this up on the screen for about 10 seconds. This is the top half. Okay, and let's take another 10 seconds. I'll show you the rest of it. This is the bottom half. So feel free to take a picture right now, if need be. All right, so today we're going to go over just the first 2 and then call it a day because we are lower on time than usual. All right. So I'm going to give our in-person students another minute or 2 to get set up. 2 minutes to get them set up. And then when they're about done, we'll get started on our first category, which is waste. So take a 1 to 2 minute intermission. If you want to set that up right now, that's page 17. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to show it on my screen here as well. Okay, so those are 4 categories. Let's see here. 4 categories, right? There they are right there. And when the in-person students are ready, we will begin with our first category. So Angel, you can put it right there. So let's get started for the first one, power industry and transportation. We're going to do power. We're going to do actually waste and then power and industry first. So waste. What's bad about what's bad with our trash, Angel? What do you think are some problems with that? What's that? It's not disposed properly. And where does a lot of it end up sometimes? In the ocean, right? What specific type of waste is really bad for the ocean? Plastic, right? Because it doesn't break down easily. So for the first one, just write these 2 bullets there. For the first one, we have ocean garbage patches, a big, really bad problem. Okay? Ocean garbage patches, a very bad problem. Okay? And we're producing a lot of waste every day. We've got dumps. And we burn a lot of that waste and it ends up in the atmosphere too with our gases. So big problems there, big problems, right? Angel, what do you think are some obvious solutions to this? Or should we do that plastic instead? Recycle, right? Recycling is a huge benefit, a good thing that we need to do, right? So for a solution, we'll put recycle, buy items with less packaging, Okay, and cleaning. So keeping our cities more clean, being more resourceful with our waste and not wasteful. Okay, so maybe like paper bags are better than plastic bags because paper bags break down more easily in the environment, right? Whereas plastic, when it goes in the ocean, it's going to harm a lot of sea animals. It's going to suffocate and harm and damage a lot of those sea creatures that swim into it. So let's get a glimpse as to how bad this pollution, how bad can this get in the environment? Let's check it out. I'm just going to play the first minute and a half of this video. See how bad that waste gets, guys?
8 million
About to
metric
start 5
tons
seconds.
of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline in the world. Across our ocean, plastic trash flows into circulation, dispersed almost everywhere, but concentrating in huge swaths in the midst of global currents, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, ingested by species across the marine world, and sinking to the bottom of the sea.
Anyone can make plastic anywhere in the world and sell it anywhere else in the world. There's no design paradigm, there's no barriers. In order to solve the plastic packaging problem, we need to effectively rethink the entire system. From one which is linear, i.e. take, make, dispose,
Good
to
afternoon,
one where it can be
everybody.
recovered and fed back into the economy as a valuable...
For their participation and behavior during our lockdown and fire drill today. Teachers also wanted to let you know we are aware that the strobes are still going off intermittently. We are working with security to get those turned off. Thank you very much.
And again, you're actually making shoes and other materials out of it, right?
plastic material, all one where it is biobenign and it can enter the environment. The ultimate goal of the new plastics economy is to design an economy where plastic packaging never becomes waste. And to do that, we need every single player in the chain to change the way that they do things.
All right, so that's a good glimpse of as to how bad the plastic problem in the ocean is and how we can improve the problem, right? So we saw both problem and solution there. Let's do one more, last one of the day, guys. Power and industry. Where do we get most of our power and energy from, Angel? What kind of fuels? What's that? Yeah, like power plants, but like most energy is from what resource? Electricity, but also like fossil fuels, right? So for a problem, because to make electricity, you need coal, right? I crossed off what you don't need to write, but make sure you do have the other 3 bullets. We still burn fossil fuels and greenhouse gases as a large energy source. Give my in-person students a second. We're burning fossil fuels. This is going to trap solar radiation and trap the sun's heat, making it hotter. The sun's activity has been lower, but despite that, our planet's still getting hotter. Why? Because of us. It's our reason, right? We are the reason, and we're burning all these gases to make it hotter. Okay. And then, yes, increases Earth's temperature. So maybe, Angel, what are some better resources that are maybe more clean and reusable? What are some better energy sources for our solution besides gas and fossil fuels? Where else? But think about what do we get a lot of here in Florida compared to other states? If you walk outside, it's very wet right now. Hot, but also sunny, right? What do we call sun energy? Solar energy, solar energy. Or else when it's a stormy day, you get a lot of what besides rain? Clouds. And what else do the clouds cause a lot of? Nope. Wind, yeah, wind. So sorry about that. We've got solar energy, We've got wind energy and also water energy. Is there, Angel, while you're writing this, is there going to be gas or fossil fuels forever? Nope, they're going to run out of it eventually. But we're always going to have wind and sun and water, right? So we can use those as energy instead, right? So these are going to be your solutions to your, these are solutions to the gas and fossil fuels instead. Does that make sense, Angel? Are you confused at all? I think my what do you call it? The charades. I think my way of explaining it was confusing. So, but you're familiar with solar energy? Okay, make sure. Do you know anyone with solar panels? I've seen them put them around some houses, but no, not really. Yeah, they sometimes got solar panels being put in houses. So we're gonna watch a quick video, real quick, that's gonna kind of give us a visual rundown of these other energy sources. Again, compared to gas and fossil fuels and oil, these are more clean. They don't pollute the environment, and we can constantly get energy from them, as opposed to gas and fossil fuels. Let's check this out. This will be our last video of the day.
Around the world, renewable energy use is on the rise.
So you can see here we have the wind turbines. We've got solar panels, right?
And these alternative energy sources could hold the key to combating climate change. What is renewable energy? Renewable energy is generated from sources that naturally replenish themselves and never run out. The most common sources are solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and biomass. Over 80% of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels. However, renewables are the fastest growing source of energy in the world. Renewable energy has many benefits. First, it can combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions. The only emissions that they produce are indirect, meaning those that result from manufacturing parts, installation, operation, and maintenance. But even those are minimal. Second, renewable energy can decrease pollution and therefore reduce threats to our health. Wind, solar, and hydroelectric systems create no air pollution emissions, and geothermal and biomass energy systems emissions are much lower than non-renewable energy sources. Third, renewable energy is a reliable source of power. Because renewable energy sources are, well, renewable, they will never run out.
Okay, so again, there's only so much gas and oil in the ground that we can collect. It will run out eventually, but there's always going to be wind and sun and water to harness energy from. Let's do our last question of the day. Actually, let's go ahead. We'll call it a day with that. I know it's been kind of all over with the drill and with the internet outage. Okay, don't forget, tomorrow we have the climate graph due. And we also will have the test and the notebook check after spring break. I'm going to give bonus to Isaac, Sanai, and Yorkies. Thank you for attending online class. We will have another class tomorrow. Be ready for tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. You may now sign out.